It usually starts on a quiet night, when something breaks. The car won't start, the fridge dies, a bill shows up you weren't expecting, and suddenly it's not just a problem, it's fear. Not fear of the expense itself, but fear of not having enough to handle it. That was me, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to stay calm while hoping nothing went wrong. I used to think saving money was for other people, people with better jobs, people with more discipline, people who had already figured life out. Then one day I realized something simple. If I waited until I felt ready, I'd never start. So I started with $10. That was it. $10 didn't feel powerful. It didn't feel impressive. It barely felt like progress. But it was a beginning, a small, quiet decision that said, I'm not going to stay stuck here forever. And that jar, it wasn't really about money. It was about control. It was about telling myself that the future didn't have to scare me so much. Then I did it again, and again, and again. $10 became $25. $25 became $50. Before long, I wasn't just saving money, I was building a habit. And that's when everything changed. Because saving stopped feeling like a sacrifice and started feeling like protection. Every little deposit was a small win, a quiet victory against chaos. Of course, the emergencies still came. That's the thing about emergencies. They don't care about your timing. Sometimes I had to use the fun. And honestly, that felt frustrating, like I was taking one step forward and two steps back. But rebuilding it taught me something important. An emergency fund isn't meant to stay untouched forever. It's meant to catch you when life hits hard. Using it wasn't failure. It was proof that it worked. And starting again, that was the real discipline. Then one day, I hit $1,000. And I know that might not sound like much to some people. But to me, it felt huge. Because that $1,000 didn't just sit in a jar. It sat between me and panic, between me and the next disaster, between fear and peace. I still had bills, I still had problems. But for the first time, I didn't feel helpless. That's the real art of building an emergency fund. It's not about being perfect. It's not about starting big. It's about starting small and staying consistent. If you can save $5, start there. If you can save $1, start there. Because small steps are still steps. And over time, those tiny choices turn into something powerful. Security, confidence, breathing room, peace. One day, that tiny jar could change your life. Not because it's full, but because it proved you could build something strong, one piece at a time.